Hello everyone and welcome back to DCS World and the Ultimate Argument Campaign, where we're now on mission 13. This one's got a bit of an interesting change of pace because we are doing a ground attack once again. This time the Georgians are sending reinforcements to try and hold back the Abkhazian advance. We've got a position roughly where to expect the reinforcement convoy, and so we have been loaded up with some dumbfire bombs, but very importantly some cluster munition dispensers, and our task is to take out the convoy before it can reach the enemy lines. Very different from what we've been seeing so far, so let's jump into it. So here we are on approach to the target area. I could just make out the convoy working its way along the main road up ahead. So to the left we've got a railway, to the right we've got the road running sort of parallel to our course. I give out the call that I've seen the convoy here. Now, I am opting for a bit of a steep ascent here. This isn't the first time that I tried this, or previous two times I tried for a low-level attack. Problem is there's a BMP in the back of this, and that BMP's main gun really hurts. So if you're making yourself an easy target, you just kind of get wiped out. So going for a rather steep attack here, using dispenser munitions so to make the most of the fact they're all in a convoy, immediately pull away, and get a perfect hit running down the centre of the convoy there. The track file did actually manage to record this time, so I decided to go give some extra views here. And so, dispensers are away, there we go. Just really happy with that attack. The dispenser munitions on the SU-27 are really quite a lot of fun. So go ahead, report in that we have accomplished our task. We're then given orders to RTB. I do just decide to go over and make a bit of a pass of the site just to make sure everything is in fact dead. I can see there is some other damage off to the side. Not sure what caused the additional fire, but we were using cluster munitions in the middle of a town, which isn't ideal, but we definitely got the convoy. Are starting to get spikes here. Can see the enemy airfield in the distance. So we are really close to enemy lines here. Right. Here as I go in, just checking out the target, can see a few explosions, secondary explosions going off. There's absolutely nothing left there. At this point our escort fighters do start engaging incoming enemies that have been scrambled from the airfield. I don't feel too safe with just trying to run away at this point. We don't have a lot of fuel, so I can't go into full burners. And it turns out there are quite a few enemy contacts really quite close. So I go over to BVR mode. Our escort fighters are engaging at this point. Trying to get visual ID, don't see anything particularly there other than my wingman trying to keep formation. But we do have groups 13 kilometers away, so we are really close to these guys. They're just taking off from the airfield, immediately entering combat. We get more call-outs here. We've got multiples. Allied flight is engaging. They do splash 1. See them on the data link there. They are in a flanking position. So I get a lock on one of the enemies here. Now, I only have 73s, I don't have any particularly long range weapons. Lose my lock as he dives to the ground. Another target goes down there. Do re-establish radar contact. Pick up a lock here. See, nice splash there from the Allied flight. There is another fighter a little bit lower. You can see it's an F5 from this angle. So turn around. Try and get the right angle for launch. Getting really close here. Decide to flip over to guns, but I mess up my guns run there. End up overshooting. He ends up on my 6. But he doesn't have the energy to continue, so he dives down. And he ends up being splashed by the Allied flight there. So there we go, we have actually cleared up, and we are safe to RTB at this point. Yeah, RTB went absolutely fine. We got back to base. In terms of what we managed to do there's a little bit of exchanging between ground troops before we got to the scene, but in the end we got 7 ground targets in total. Most of them were light trucks, but there was one BMD there, and then the second flight cleaned up all 4 F5s that were launched against us before we managed to get anything, so that's absolutely fine. Really good win on our side. Really quite fun, and really pleased with how that bombing run went. So if you enjoyed that, please do consider leaving a like and or subscribe. Really does help the channel, and otherwise I hope to catch you in the next one. Till then, remember to be kind to yourselves and everyone else. Cheers.